and I was in a coma for the whole time.
Dan Mace, the savior, the new guy to send things to for Casey. So I was gonna send this to you. And so you're in New York, and I figured if you got a cool package like this, and Dan Mace, this is actually specifically for you. I figured if you got a cool package like this, I have this package right here. Hopefully you can see it. I can't see it, I dropped. And inside of it there's a Rebel. Yo, Dan Mace. So, Dan Mace, this is my friend Cote. I met him approximately 5 years ago. Five years ago, at a youth program in a little place called the OSYS, which is the Old Strathcona Youth Society. And he was a skateboarder, and I had a skateboard. And so recently, after visiting my program at Kids for Cameras, Cote disappeared. He broke a lot of people's hearts, and I was wondering, Cote, if you would tell people the story maybe of meeting me, and the story of what happened to you in March.
Absolutely. So when I first met you, I thought you were a douche, man. I thought you were a douche, and just like your attitude and stuff, I was just not digging it. And then I realized what you were doing, and it completely changed my perspective. Yeah, my best friend ended up taking like amazing photos. Yeah, man, it was honestly like phenomenal what you were doing. And I remember sitting in the coupe playing guitar with my ex-girlfriend Ray, and I was just sitting there playing some stuff, and you came and you started videotaping me, and you asked me what I wanted to do with my life and what my passion was for, and I told you it was for skateboarding, and it is, but music honestly is my passion, it's my life.
Okay, so what happened was I was at the co-op doing my volunteering stuff. I was a volunteer for Kids for Cameras. And yeah, I was offering kids access to cameras because I actually feel that there's a lot of value in giving kids technology. And actually, so what happened is, was beginning of March, Cote shows up to my program, and yeah, he wasn't in the typical mindset that they were regularly in. And why don't you tell me about what happened to you from there and what led you to this rehab center? If you want, whatever you're willing to share, listen to his story and let me know what you guys think.
We ended up going there, and Zach had to do something at the co-op, and Patrick wanted to go there too to get something to eat. So we ended up leaving there. A couple days later, there was this girl there who was involved with drugs. I was involved with drugs, same with him, who ended up offering him to come over to her house to do drugs with us. Yeah, we ended up stopping at a casino to pick up like big butts, like big cigarette butts, because they usually have half cigarettes. And from there, we ended up going back home. Little did I know that Zach ended up finding a little bag of dope, which ended up being fentanyl, you guys. And I didn't know. We all didn't know what it was. So we ended up going back to the girl's house, and she wanted to do it like a specific way, but we ended up just sniffing it. So my buddy ends up sniffing it, immediately passes out. I did a line at the same time as him, and as soon as he passed out, I ended up trying to give him CPR. I ended up passing out on top of him, and then the position that I was in ended up cutting off the circulation in my legs. My legs swelled up like balloons, and that's why I'm in the hospital in rehabilitation. I ended up like the story that I just told you guys it's like a hand-me-down story. Like I didn't know about it because I woke up in the hospital a month after the situation. So I ended up being admitted in the hospital at Royal Alexander March 14th. I didn't wake up until April 10th to 12th, around there, and I was in a coma for the whole time. I didn't have any weird dreams. I remember a few incidences while I was in a coma, but that's basically it. Now I'm at the Glen Rose Hospital right across the street, basically learning how to walk again. It changed my life. It's changed my perspective on life. And like, if it wasn't for this situation, honestly, I'd probably be dead right now. Yeah, that's my story.
So I want to thank Cote. Cote knows how much I appreciate the fact that he's actually open enough to discuss this issue. Fentanyl overdoses are happening all around. He's not the only person I've ever met. I've had a friend recently pass away from dabbling with fentanyl, and once all this happened, I originally had the idea, Dan Mace, I originally had the idea to send this little Rebel XT to New York, because I'm going to New York, and I hope you see this video and you actually, you know, can say hi to me when you go to New York. I originally wanted to send you this little package so that maybe you can meet a youth who might want a camera, but I know Cote's in the hospital, and he's gonna need something cool to do, and so I'm giving him the camera. It's a Rebel, man. He can learn photography with it. It's a very good camera, and he's super creative. He's a guitar player. He does YouTubes and stuff, and he's got some time to learn some photography, and I'm also teaching him some tricks of the trade when it comes to Instagram. And what's your name on Instagram?
Donnie Franco 95.
I'm teaching him about going live and how to get people onto your live and how to start social networking. He's a musician. He's got a really awesome YouTube channel, and expect me to be showing up here for my lives sometimes, and I hope my fans and the Boss Vloggers, I hope you guys all reach out to Dan Mace, number one, to let him know about the Boss Vlogs and the Kids for Cameras program, and that it matters. Do you think it matters?
Absolutely, it matters.
We're Boss Vlogging. We're Boss Vlogging from Edmonton, Alberta, all the way to New York. Dan Mace, I hope this gets to you, because really I was gonna give you a Rebel to hand out, but I found something I think is a little bit more important. But I do want you to be aware of the Kids for Cameras program. Don't quit, you guys.
Yeah, keep going on, and don't do drugs. Like, you don't want to be in my situation. And I'm quitting drugs as well, sober. And yeah, you can do it if you believe it. You know, believe in what you want and have fun with what you're doing. That's basically it. I don't know.
Yo, man, I'm putting him on the spot, man. Trust me, the kid's gonna be vlogging like mad. Keep an eye on him. He is gonna be a beast on social media right from this rehabilitation center. I'm gonna give him space to succeed like you wouldn't believe, you guys. Please spam the fam. Tell your mom and dad you guys are watching the Boss Vlogs. It's not spamming when you're boss spamming. Everybody, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Check me out on YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram, on Facebook. The Boss Vlogs is everywhere. And Dan Mace. I'm going to New York May 14th. I'm going to be there for a week. I'm staying in the West Village or somewhere close to 368. Boo.